Hey guys, welcome back to King's Outdoor Life. If you're one of my regular subscribers, thanks for coming back. If you're new to the channel because of the content, the truck in the back, then hey, be sure to click subscribe. I'm gonna try to put a few videos out every now and then, mainly about the fuel efficiency, but also about some of the bells and whistles of this truck. There's plenty of walk around, so I'm not gonna do that. But today's video is gonna be my first several fill-ups of the diesel on this truck. And the fuel efficiency we're getting, these things claim to get in the 20 mile per gallon, and so far at almost 2,500 miles they are standing pretty true to that claim. So I haven't done any just long range travel, but I got my first long-term trip coming up this next week. I'm traveling for business, so I'll let you know how that goes next week. But I thought I'd show you the truck and kind of give you these first few fill ups, show you the fuel efficiency we're getting with this little Duramax diesel. So let me show you the truck. So I ordered this truck August of last year, and it finally came in like 2 days before Christmas, and then went on a cruise, and I have not had time to come and do a walk around to show you what I got. So it is the 2021 GMC Sierra 1500 with the Duramax turbo diesel. This has a 3.0 liter 6-cylinder diesel that on the highway can get up to 30 miles per gallon. And so far around town, I'm getting 21, 22 every day, even cranking the truck and letting it run for 5-10 minutes to let it warm up, because it is wintertime here in Alabama. It is a really cool truck, and the remote crank feature is really nice. But listen how quiet. I'm gonna get this close and you may still not be able to hear this truck. It is the Denali, so it has the two-tone leather, all the bells and whistles. And if you're in the market for one of these, there's the business card. Call my buddy Brandon Sharver at Everett Buick GMC. He'll hook you up. I drove 6 hours to pick this thing up, but it was worth it. Great dealership, great people to deal with. And so far so good. I love it. I got the topper on there. Let me show you this, and also the multifunction tailgate that does that. So I won't bore you with all that. There's plenty of walk arounds. I've already enjoyed it, and you can see the dogs have enjoyed it. They tore up one of my receipts the other day. But anyway, great truck, love it. And now I'll show you the fuel efficiency. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe. So before I get into the gas mileage, which do you like better? Topper or no topper? Old man or young man? So first fill up here of the truck, and what is that? 23 gallons. I'm gonna call it even, 23.001. I'm gonna call it 23 gallons even. So if you look here at the dash, when I picked up the truck, it had 14 miles when I bought it. So 554 miles on 23 gallons. So I'll do the math and put that at the bottom here. So I'm gonna start a little tracking on this and see how the fuel efficiency really works out to be. So you see the computer says 24.2. We'll see how accurate that is. All right, so fill up number 2 here, $49.54, 16.3 gallons. But the funny story, and I'll put a picture up here of the other gas pump I went to. There was a place here in our town that evidently misprogrammed their diesel fuel. So instead of $3.03 per gallon, it was charging 30 cents, 30.3 cents per gallon. So I got 6 gallons there for $1.90 something. I'll put that in the video too. 513 miles on this tank, average of 21. That was part of the time pulling the trailer, part of the time parked. A lot goes into that, mostly just short trips around town too. So I'll do the math and figure out the exact miles per gallon and put that on the screen here, but that's what the truck computed for this tank. So we'll get the math and see how it goes. So there's somebody standing at the pump talking to me, and I didn't want them to see me talking to the gas pump. So I just did a still shot of this fill up. So I've got this discount card, and occasionally you get so many cents off per gallon once you've pumped so many gallons, but they limit you to 20 gallons. So I had to stop the pump at 20 gallons and then finish it off on the next one. You see about almost a gallon and a half. So we'll do the math on this one and show you how many miles we got. So on this tank was 484.8 miles, and it took 21.45 gallons of fuel, which came out to be, the math on my calculator, 22.6 miles per gallon versus average on the computer, as it shows right there, 21.2. So it seems to always get a little better miles per gallon than the computer calculates. And this tank was mostly, well, I wouldn't say mostly, it was a mix of in-town drive and trips, like an hour here, 30 minutes there, that kind of thing. So pretty good average, but it's been cold, so I find myself cranking it and letting it sit at idle and heating up and having a nice warm truck before you get in. So that obviously hurts your fuel efficiency. I pulled the tractor, I think, one time with this trip, and I'm about to pull the tractor again. So I'll give you a good average. And something I've thought of too is the camper shell obviously has weight, so that probably hurts my fuel efficiency. So after hunting season, I'm gonna take the camper shell off and we'll do a few tanks without the camper shell on and compare those. Fill up number 4 here. Gas or diesel fuel has gone up $3.15 a gallon, so 21.9 gallons, $69.25. Let's see how far we drove on this tank. So in this tank, we drove 468.8 miles. It says average of 20 miles per gallon. I did the math, it's actually 21.4 miles per gallon. Still cold here by Alabama standards, so every day I'm cranking it up, letting it get warm, letting the seat heater get warm, and that obviously hurts your gas mileage. Plus, pretty much every bit of this trip has been back and forth in town. So I think I'm gonna take the camper shell off here next week or so and see how the fuel efficiency goes up minus the camper shell. So reset, yes, and let's start another tank. Thanks for watching. So an additional expense to a diesel now is called DEF, diesel exhaust fluid. When you buy a new GMC, the dealer gives you a 2.5 gallon jug of DEF. I've got 2,500 miles and have used about a quarter of the tank of DEF fluid. So it is, unless you're pulling a lot of weight, it is very, I would say, DEF efficient, I guess it sips it, unless you're really towing high RPMs, and then it drinks it pretty good. So now you can see diesel fuel's gone up to $3.60 a gallon. Thanks, Uncle Joe. Appreciate what you're doing for fuel prices. Took 20.9 gallons to fill up this tank. So 445.5 miles, almost 21 gallons of fuel. The computer says 20.2. I think I'll do the math. It'll calculate out closer to 21 miles per gallon. This tank was a 100-mile round trip, pulling a tandem axle enclosed trailer. So that's why our fuel efficiency was a little less than I'd hoped on this tank. But all in all, I can't complain. I think it's doing a great job, and I'm leaving tomorrow for a probably 5-hour each way trip. I'm gonna take it easy on the interstate and just see how good of fuel efficiency we can get. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe, share with a friend.